Welcome back to my channel once again. I'm glad you guys are here. Yes, I am. Guys, how do I explain? It's been like a bit of a stress for me to just get my ass together to shoot a video because oh my god, it's so tiring and a lot of things for someone to do, like the stress. But I just have to put myself together to be able at least to drop few videos, because a lot of people are just like, we've been waiting for your video, you haven't said anything yet. And I'm like, okay. That was why I had to do that video yesterday, because okay, I know, right? So you've been asking questions on videos, trying to understand what is happening. Guys, I don't really take you guys for granted. I just want to say a huge thank you for everyone, both the returning, both the new subscribers, those of you that share my videos, putting in the good works, as in WOM. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And guys, today I just want to drop this video because it's been a lot of things. I'm trying to learn something new now in the IT world, so I don't really have time for videos, but I just have to make sure like I drop this video, because when I do, it's going to help like few persons. So today I want to talk about Lithuanian Q&A and also things you don't do in Lithuania. So for those of you that really want to come to Lithuania and you've already decided that you want to come and study here, there was something I posted last week. I was talking about ask me any kind of question, anything relating to Lithuania. You want to know about Lithuania, you just want to find out anything, ask me any kind of questions. And few persons dropped some questions which I really want to address, despite the fact that in my previous video I've really spoken about this stuff. So I just want to readdress it again. So in a nutshell, we can just say I am trying to recap, okay, to enable us to have like a proper understanding of where I'm coming from, where I'm going to, what is happening in Lithuania, updates in Lithuania, things you shouldn't do when you come to Lithuania. Now, the first thing I want to talk about here, I'm just going to address the question, is that I know someone was asking me, is Skvc mandatory? Guys, I'm going to take my time to re-explain in this video. The reason is because each time I post a video on my channel, most of you get to watch it and you understand. Some of you don't even get to watch it. You just go ahead, pick my number and write me directly because you just want to get the same information. Now guys, I feel irritated and I feel stressed and I get annoyed sometimes when I get to take out my time. I just came back from work, I'm exhausted, I have to rest, but no, I put all these questions together and I sit down for like 20-30 minutes to shoot these videos, and you're still coming to my private chat space to get the same information that is on my channel. Like, if you're in my shoes, I don't think you're going to like that. So let's not be doing that, okay? Watch the video and try to understand the video. When you hear any information, try to Google and know what is like happening. So it's Skvc mandatory. This is like the one of the first question that someone asked me. Now the thing is, Skvc in Lithuania is 100% mandatory. The reason is because Skvc, guys, listen and listen please, because I get this all the time. Like by this time everyone on my channel like all of them are supposed to don't know everything where they happen for Lithuania. Like, you're supposed to don't understand, say, see as it they be for this small country where we dey inside. But some of them still they adore me. So you know they make sense. You get? Let me make a simple recap this thing again. So I better open your ear away. You understand? So if we grab straight now, they talk now. So as I was trying to say, Skvc in Lithuania is mandatory. The reason is because Skvc is simply an academic sector in Lithuania, or in reference, we can connect it to the Ministry of Lithuania, Ministry of Education in Lithuania, where they get to verify your result by checking if it's forged or not. That is why when you're filling out the documentation is Skvc, they ask you to include maybe a scratch card just for verification, just to know if this result is forged or not. So that is why it's mandatory, because they cannot just take any and any result from anybody. What if you forged it and they come to find out that you forged it maybe after you're done from school or something? It's going to damage their educational reputation. Now, in every country you go to, there is something they are known for. I was once living in Georgia, guys. In Georgia, Georgians, they are into real estate. If you go to Georgia, they have like very, very tall buildings. Okay, which is not here in Lithuania. Lithuania, they have tall buildings, but I can't compare it to Georgia, because Georgians, they are into real estate. This is what they do. This is where they make their money, their taxes and everything. You get an order like little investment and all those things going on. But when it comes to Lithuania, education is their thing. So they want to make sure that they do it, and they do it very well. That is why Skvc is 100% mandatory. The reason is because they just want to make sure that you are submitting authentic documentation, because any school that accepts any forged result, it becomes a problem. So they don't want that. No university wants that. And that is why they are verifying your result. And apart from that, now this is the thing. Some school, they do Skvc for you, while some university, you do Skvc for yourself. For example, the school that I went to, Untitled Magnus University, they did it for me. Some schools like SMK, they are doing it for their students. Schools like Club universities, they are doing it for their students. While other schools like Lithuania Sports, you have to do it as a student. You go to Skvc website, you apply. After it's been verified that it is not forged, they send you a PDF showing that yes, you've checked everything is cool. Then you take that PDF and you send to the school. Why the school give you admission? Some schools do it themselves. Some schools send you to do it. So Skvc is 100% mandatory in Lithuania. Another thing is legalization of document, if it is compulsory. Someone was asking me, if you want to leave Nigeria to Lithuania, legalization of documents are 100% compulsory. The reason, because you need to authenticate your document from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education. Only then will the foreign university receiving you be able to see that you also did not forge your results. Are you guys understanding? It's correlated. They just have to, an institute, an internationally recognized body, need to approve that this result wasn't forged. So legalization of documentation is compulsory as well. Now, another person sent me a question asking if Bloc account is compulsory in Lithuania. Guys, in order for you to go to Germany, which is one of the reasons why all the schools, half of the schools in Germany, excluding the private universities, are tuition free. But the thing is, the bigger the name, the bigger the, how do I say, the process, the challenges, things you have to go through in order for you to be able to get into the country. Okay, so now Lithuania don't do Bloc account. Most of you don't understand what we are saying Bloc account. Lithuania accepts printout. Bloc account is when, for example, if you want to travel to Germany, you need a Bloc account. So how do you do that? You open an account in Germany. After you open the account in Germany, you deposit a sum of money, like 11,000 euros. That money will be there. They are not going to touch the money. Then you apply for admission. When you apply for admission, you submit the same bank statement of the money you at the account you opened in Germany. You submit that same bank statement to them. So now they have the surety. They are sure that, okay, he or she is coming to study in our country. You already have money to take care of yourself. The reason why they are doing this is because countries don't want liabilities. They don't want you to come to their country. You will not have money to pay your rent. You will not have money to pay your fees. You will not have money to eat. You will not have money to do anything, because trust me, migration, it is very, very hard. Settling down in the foreign land, it is not easy. It is 100% difficult. So you need money, because you don't even understand the streets. You need money for taxis. You don't even understand where to eat. You need money for restaurants. You don't even understand how the system works. You need money for rent. And the landlord don't want to hear stories, because you have to pay your rent. The bills here are paid for. I know that most of you don't do anything because, of course, obviously your parents are taking care of you. But abroad is not so. You are on your own. So that is why they are making sure that you're not going to be a liability. Now that I've established the Bloc account and how it works, Lithuania does not do Bloc account. Lithuania only does account statement, which is to say that once you put the money in the account from 3 months upwards, you print out the statement, you add it to your documentation, and you can apply for visa. Now, motivational letter, is it mandatory? Guys, there are 2 motivational letters when you're applying to a university, okay? The first one is the motivational letter, where you are trying to explain to the school why you want the course, how you heard about the university, how you heard about the country, why you want to go into this kind of field, what you think you can offer to the university, and how you think learning this kind of course in the university environment can be very beneficial to you, and why you are begging the indulgence, or why you're explaining to them that you are the best candidate for this course and why they should give you admission. So you are totally explaining and kind of non-verbal communication through your motivational letter, telling them this is what I want, this is what I want you to give to me. And that is what makes your application stand out, because when you don't have a quality motivational letter, it becomes a problem. When you go and copy and paste from Google, it is a problem. The reason is because when you copy from Google, you are not the author. I know it's plagiarism, that is what it's called, because you copied and pasted it. So you don't even have a clue of how to reconstruct those sentences. You don't even have a clue of how to be in, how do I explain? To be in your letter. You are obviously outside your letter. There is no connections with the things there. That is why sometimes when they call you guys for interview, they are looking at, they've already gone through your motivational letter that you copied, and they are asking you based on the motivational letter. You cannot defend yourself because you copied the motivational letter. So the best thing is for you to write your motivational letter. It should be connected to your passion, which is what they are looking at. Now, the same thing is related to the motivational letter for the visa. Why should they give you visa? Why should you come to their country? What can you contribute to this country? Guys, I'm going to treat the visa interviews, okay? I'm going to talk about those questions. But why should you come to this country? Why should we give you visa? What do you want to do? When you finish, are you going to go? Are you going to stay? You know, it's the same thing, but just like different wordings. So these are the things they want to know. So motivational letters are very, very important, and it's compulsory, because even in the Dream Apply system where they've given you for you to apply, you're going to like, it's literally there, like it's there on their website for you to like, they just tell you write in how many words, because they want to see what you can be able to offer when you come to the country. So motivational letter for visa and admission is also compulsory. Now, somebody was talking about working permits highlights. Now, working permit in Lithuania, I think most of you are a bit confused. So now, when you go to a university, or when you're applying to any university, or let's say you want to come to Lithuania, right? You're applying to Lithuania University. You apply, they give you admission. After they give you admission, you carry the document, you carry your offer letter or your admission letter, you go to the embassy, you apply for visa, right? Yes. Now, it's similar to working permit. working permit, but the only difference is that in admission you are still coming. Like for example, if you're a bachelor student, you don't have anything yet, no education, no, you're not a graduate, you're just coming for your bachelor's program. But if you are a graduate already, which is to say you're done with your bachelor's, right, you are now coming for working permit. Those are the kind of people they are looking for. They're not looking for people that are not graduates. That is why most of the people that are coming to me are not graduates yet. But for those of you that are graduates, yes, they are looking for you. As long as you have your bachelor's, yes. But HND is not recognized in Lithuania. So if you're coming with HND as a graduate, it's not recognized because HND in Lithuania is seen as advanced post-secondary school. You understand? So you don't blame them, because this is in reference to Lithuanian educational system, which we should be blaming for this and not these people, because they don't know what it is. I've sent it to countless schools and they can't even recognize what it is. So until our government upgrades the standard of HND and make it to be internationally recognized, it will not be recognized here because they barely know what it is. So back to working permit, the highlight I'm giving here is that when we apply for working permit, which is cost now, I think it's about like 2,800 euros. That's what the lawyers are charging. It takes like 1 to 3 months. When the working permit is out, it's like an offer letter. So this document is posted to you the same way they send you admission offer in your email. They post the working permit that comes out, the document from Ministry of Education to you. You use it and apply for visa. So when you get in here, you now do the resident card, working permit resident card, which is what all of us are using. I hope that explained it. It's still the same way you put your bank statement, your documentations to apply, but this one, instead of for the students, they are going to use university invitation letter. You coming for working permit, you're not going to use working invitation letter. So that is just the difference. I hope this helped a lot of people that are asking me. Lithuania dependent visa. I've already talked about this in like countless times. Lithuania does not do dependent visa. If you're coming as a student, your visa covers only you. If your husband is coming, your husband's visa covers only your husband. It doesn't cover you as a wife. It doesn't cover the children. Which is to say that if the family, you guys are like 3 or family of 4, everyone is required to have individual visas before they can get into the country, because they don't do dependent visa. My visa does not cover my husband. My husband's visa does not cover my children. That is how it works here. So Lithuania don't do dependent visa. Okay. Can I work and pay my fees while in Lithuania? The answer is 100% yes. When you're coming into Lithuania, schools allow you to pay full tuition fee. The reason is because they don't know if you're yet serious. They don't know if you're going to come. You can change your mind. They can decide to say, okay, pay half, and you come here and you feel like, okay, Lithuania is too boring. Oh, I don't want to stay here. And you pack your things and go. It is not good, because every school wants to have students that come into the school and stay and study. It boasts the reputation of their university. They just want, if students are coming, staying 1 semester and leaving just like that, that means something is wrong with the university. Universities are in competition, and so they don't want that. Okay, so while you are in this country, you can work and at the same time be able to pay your fees. Okay. When you're already in the country, school does what they call spread out. Spread out is like, okay, when you were coming, you paid your full tuition fee, which is like 3,000 euros. And now you're already in the country. School can say, okay, Mr. John, you can pay like 1,500, or they can spread it out. You can tell them, okay, I want to be paying like $500, $500 euros, or 600 or 800. That is spread out. School does that. So if you're working, you can be gathering the money to be paying, okay, certain amount, so time. They are very flexible. They do spread out. So you can work and pay, even if it's part-time. It depends too, because there are some part-time jobs too that are giving like good money, while some are not giving. Okay, some are just their money you can just use to pay your bills and rent, you know. So yeah, you can actually work and be able to pay your school fees. Okay. So someone else asked me, How much is Lithuania visa cost? Guys, I don't sell visa. I don't sell visa. This question is one of the weirdest questions I've heard someone ask me, and in my head I'm like, after you dropped this bombshell, hey man, did you even ponder over this question, or you just woke up from sleep and you just threw this at me like, okay, let me just throw this at her, and it landed to where it was meant to be. Guys, I don't sell visa. I don't, like it's a bit weird. How much does Lithuania visa cost? That's one of the weirdest questions. I don't sell visa. No agent sells visa. Even consulates does not sell visa. Says those of them that are corrupt, that decide to take money. But it's not like a kind of transactional kind of business. Yeah, I know it's transactional, but not in the term of we selling, like buying and selling that the person is referring to. So I don't sell visa, so I can't really tell you how much it costs, but I know that they have visa fee. You can just go to the embassy when you're applying for your visa, you pay for visa fee. But you asking me how much it costs, there is no price tag on Lithuanian visa that I'm aware of, or any other country that we are running. There is no price tag for it, like this is how much it costs, but there is a visa fee. Okay, I don't know, I just hope that this helps the person that asked that question. Another person sent me a question asking, is visa guaranteed? Guys, the truth is, being an agent have taught me a lot of things, and I've decided not to go by the pressure. I've decided to make sure I do the right thing. I've decided to make sure that we build our agency on the ground of transparency, efficiency, and apart from that, being able to relate to candidates, to be able to assist them without it having to cost them a fortune. Okay, so a lot of you have already fallen victim. A lot of you have fallen victim countless times because you keep on searching for things that you shouldn't search for. You keep on asking questions that you shouldn't ask. Logically, you should be able to just figure that out, because that is the reason why I hear people say that agents are scam. Agents are scam. Trust me, not all agents are scam. The reason why is because I've been wearing this show for a long time now, and I know the kind of pressure you all are mounting on me. Most of you, I would say, is mounting on me, and if I follow the pressure, I'm going to feed you with information that are going to ruin things for you. So there is no visa on earth that is guaranteed. No international visa on this planet earth that is guaranteed. You can be with a complete document A to Z, and the consulate still decide. Maybe the consulate had a bad day, the girlfriend refused to hang out with him, maybe caught his girlfriend cheating, family issues, document is missing, file happened, you didn't answer the question well, you answered the question well, but he doesn't just like your face, you smile too much, or you frown too. You know, those little elements that we shouldn't consider. Yeah, sometimes could just be the problem why things didn't just work out. So you asking us if visa is guaranteed is a very risky question. I think you shouldn't ask, because you can ask the wrong person, they will give you what they want to hear, and you will become victimized because you are their victim. So let's not fall prey, okay? Let's not fall prey. If you're seeing this video, the wrong question you shouldn't ask is visa guaranteed? Don't ask the wrong person. If you do, I will not be there. You will be fall victim. For someone, a lot of people want money now. A lot of people wants to make the money. Like, and how many people asking me, they want, send your account number, as long as the visa is guaranteed, I'll transfer the money immediately. So imagine I told them yes. I should have a lot of money now, but money is not the essence of life. So visa, no country's visa is guaranteed. That's the answer to that question. Now, which other question do I have here? Can I use to sponsor for my visa application. Two sponsors could be your father and your mother. If that is it, yes. They could have co-accounts. It's not a problem. Two sponsors could be you and your relative. Now, if you're coming and you're below 30, let's say 18, 19, 20 something, you using two sponsors is cool, because it's like your parents, they are sponsoring you, like, right? But if you're like 35, 33, 30 something, they expect you to be doing something. A man or a woman of 30 something years and you're not busy with your life, that means you're definitely living a useless life. So the consulates will be looking at her. So this one is still want to come to our country to become a liability. After he stayed in the country, they want to come to our country to become a liability. That kind of, that kind of side, and we're like, okay, we're done with you. We don't have any other questions. Yes, we're done. Thank you so much for coming in there. You're going to hear from us. They just wash everything and that's it. So you having a sponsor account, it depends on the age. Lithuanians, they are Lithuanian universities are very interested in the age. So the age at the time determines what kind of documentations you're coming with. For someone that is pretty young, of course, your parents should be able to run these things for you. For someone that is in a certain age, they expect you to, like, okay, you should be busy with your life. So you can come with your own sponsor. You can come with your own account. Because I know people that are like, oh, they're already working, they are living their life since from 25 years. So if you can be able to tell the consulate and prove that this is my account, this is what I'm doing, of course, why can't you use your account? You can. You should be able to use it. But if you cannot defend it, that is where the problem comes. So you can be able to use to sponsored account. And which other question do I have here? Can I add my own statement to my sponsor bank statement? Yes, you can add your own statement. You can add your own statement. It's very, very important if you want to add that. That could be like an external document, but it's still part of the application. You can just add like a statement, but it shouldn't be like 10 pages. Short statement, straight to the point, concise, hit the nail at the head, and that's it. And another thing we want to talk about is, can I move with my spouse using a working visa? It depends the kind of job and the kind of company, but I think that should be doable, because I've seen people that move to Lithuania with the entire family. So I think that is dependent totally on the company that is inviting you or that gave you the job. Because for example, some doctors that moved in here to work with the entire family, they can't leave their family behind because they are coming. Lithuania is very cool. So if you're single and you come to Lithuania or you leave your wife, I cannot tell you what we are going through. All the things in their market are finished. Yeah, so of course, so I say totally depending on the company. So if you're applying for a job in Lithuania and they offer you a job, those are the things you should look out for, okay? Because I know that they provide you for a place to stay, and also they provide you with a working permit, but you should also find out if you can be able to come with your family from the company that is inviting you, which I think it should be doable. Faith Travels, do you process full packages for Lithuania or just admission? We do the entire packages, okay? It depends on what you want us to do. If you want us to assist you, fine, we are here. We are going to assist you with the full package. If you want just admission, no problem. Anything you want, we can do it. So it depends on what you want and what you can be able to offer. Of course, we cannot render services for free, so we do the full package, okay? Yes. Now, going ahead, somebody was trying to find out from me this question. This is another question I looked at. I was like, really? The person was like, what is VFS? Okay. VFS, Victor Foxtrot Sugar, is, please listen, guys. Listen, because I feel like crying. They keep asking me the same question every time. VFX is a career service in Nigeria that assists students to pick their document from either Abuja or Lagos to Turkey to submit for Lithuanian visa. The reason is because VFS is another thing. Definition of the VFS, I would say, is like DHL. They pick your document, but That was like a bilateral relationship that was established specifically for documentations from Nigeria to Turkey. The reason is Kenya. Of all the countries, they chose Kenya. Okay, whatever. You get? So, no, did I say in Africa yet? No, that was the wrong information, guys. They have in South Africa. Yes, they have in South Africa. So they're planning to open a new one this year in Kenya. So imagine if you can be able to send your documents from Nigeria to Turkey, you don't want to spend that money to go to Dubai or to go to India, or either do you want to go to Pretoria, South Africa to apply for, Lithuanian visa, or you want to go to Egypt. So these are the places they have the embassy. So VFS simply takes your document from either Lagos or Abuja to Lithuanian embassy in Turkey. And before you can be able to go there, you first of all, you fill out a form on VFS website online. So when you do that, you book an appointment with them. They register you on their system. They create a room for you. Or you now go on the submission date. You submit your document. If you submit authentic document, they will still call you, the same VFS, for you to come for interview, for you to do your visa interview there. So that is how it works, and that is what VFX is. I hope I answered that person that asked me this question. So now, let's say it. Let's do it, guys. A lot of you want to come to Lithuania. When you come to Lithuania, things you should not do. Hear me, oh, hear me now, I'm shouting. This you should not do when you come to Lithuania. Don't punch a Lithuanian person. Lithuanians are very, very tall people. I'm here to do video about that. They are tall. Like, if you're looking at them like this, I'm like, what is it? What is this embarrassing us? Eh? If you're talking to your colleagues at talk, you'll be raising here like, because they're tall. And Lithuanians are like, they are toned. Hey God, if you see their girls, they are toned. They are fine people, Sha. They're fine. I give them. Then they're tall like this. But don't come and punch them, oh. Don't do that. Things you shouldn't do when you come to Lithuania. Don't ask if Lithuania is part of Russia. They don't like it. Even though we know it was part of it. Nobody wants to associate with Russia this time. So when you come, just carry your mouth and just close like this. If you are this person that your mouth is doing, not gonna be talking anyhow. Another thing you shouldn't do, don't ask if they only drink vodka. These are like things, guys, we have like cultural differences. There are things that people don't like. We shouldn't be doing them. And also, don't say or use words like Lithuanians and Russians are the same. They don't like it. Don't say it. Do not. I'm telling you now. So don't come back. So they don't deal with you. Okay. This country, because of their height, apart from that, they are very famous, okay? Like, I was talking to one Lithuanian person. The person was like, Faith, that is the past glory. But I don't know why he said that. Maybe because the former players have retired and all that, okay? Don't mess around with Lithuanian national basketball team, because they are known for basketball. So don't mess around with that. And another thing they don't like, I've experienced this one. Like, I don't need someone to tell me. You being loud in a public transport. Guys, Lithuanians are very conserved people. They're very calm. They're very quiet people. Nigerians were like, I don't even want to go there. I don't want to be. But they sound tribalistic. You people know now. Those who are like making noise. You know that tribe. I don't call anybody's tribe. I don't say anything, no. I'm just trying to shoot a YouTube video. But I'm just telling you people, when you come to Lithuania, don't come be shouting, hey. Don't disturb them, it's their country. But that doesn't mean that you don't talk. Of course you will talk. But courtesy demand that when you're in a public place, it's a space that everyone is sharing. You don't come to a public bus and start contributing nuisance. Hello, kilo de happen. So that is where I'm going to. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying right now. That is where I'm going. Do you get me? So guys, Don't come to a public place and start making noise or making call. You want everybody to hear. They're not, most of them are not understanding English, so it's irritating, you get? So that's it. So guys, this has been established. I think I've been able to explain in details these questions, and I've also told you not to do some certain things when you come to Lithuania. So guys, I think that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. It's your girl Griffith. See you guys. Peace out.